What up, meatbags? Deanbot the Machine Bot here. Welcome to Let's Play Medievil. Now, I will be honest, this is not the original Medievil. It is the remake they came out with here recently. This was a game I played in my childhood, and I absolutely loved this game. It was all kinds of entertaining while just being completely hilarious and actually a little challenging. Now, there's some people out there that didn't find the game challenging at all, but if you wanted to dig deep enough to find every secret this game had to offer you, it did take some digging to find everything. Let's go ahead and dive right into it here. We will learn of the glorious adventures of Medievil. A lovely little zombie apocalypse. It's a beautiful thing. Now, the basis of this story is you are in a kingdom of Galamir, where an evil sorcerer had taken over the land, and you play as this gentleman right here, who rose an army against the evil sorcerer. And it unfortunately did not go well for him. So his legend was, greatly over-exaggerated. Now, the reason he came back to life right here is because the evil sorcerer Zarek has returned, and he cast a spell of necromancy to bring back everyone from the dead, and it happened to involve this guy.
It has risen again, Sir Daniel Fortescue. See? The hero of Galamir who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the savior of the day. But we knows better. Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarek and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
So a second chance, a chance at redemption, to not just be completely slaughtered at the hands of arrow fodder. Of course, we're going to go back here. We're going to collect ourselves some treasure immediately. Nothing wrong with having a little extra funding in our pockets. And we got some tutorial books here. We'll get to those in just a second. Life bottles, always super handy. Help you live a little longer. Alright, let's go ahead and read these.
You must be out of shape after 100 years lying on your back.
That's naughty.
Use a crypt to get to grips with your new lease on life.
Alright, and how about this one? What do you have to say?
Any treasure that you find will be added to your coin total. Coins are used to buy items from the greedy merchant gargoyles.
I love how his head just spins like an owl now.
When you're ready to leave this crypt, you'll find an exit at the end of the hall. To unlock the gates, you must find a runestone and place it in the ornate hand set next to the doorway. You will find life bottles throughout Galamir. They contain the same magic that rose you from your slumber and will raise you from the dead once again. When your life is low, using this bottle will help you feel a little better. And remember to fill it when you can.
There are certain ways to fill those bottles that are very handy, and we'll explore into that a little bit more as we keep going. Throwing daggers, always helpful.
Some weapons contain powers and abilities beyond the ordinary. Be sure to test every weapon to discover their secondary abilities. Some weapon abilities are immediate, and some may need a bit of time to charge before they realize their full potential.
And there's the rune to get out of here. And yes, jumping is very important because water apparently murders you.
During your travels through Gallowmere, you will collect many items. To see your items or to use one, review your inventory. In it, you will also find your Book of Gallowmere, which will keep a record of the denizens you've encountered, and bestow you with keen insights that only a disembodied voice could provide.
Alright. My sword. Yes. We'll also go ahead and nab a shield while we're here. Get a nice little copper shield. You can press triangle to switch between your weaponry. You got your block. And we'll get to the attacks. There it is. Holding circle is what charges your attack and allows you to unleash an ultimate move. Think of it kind of like the Link's attacks in Legends of Zelda.
Track down Zarok by retracing his diabolical odyssey through Gallowmere. You can spot the exits from an area by looking out for his stinking trail of magic slime.
It is the slime. So I did forget to start a timer for this episode. I will try my best not to overtake my time, as well as to not undercut the video. I got too excited to start it. Move on over to the graveyard. Now you'll notice there are certain symbols that appear in the graveyard. That little chalice down there. Those chalices are incredibly important, especially as you advance through the game. Oh, I'm so stoked to get back into this game again. I played it when it first came out, and it's been a long time since I sat down and played this game. And I'm just super stoked to be able to share the experience with everyone. Guess you can't kill the hand, that's fine. I think I need a hammer to kill the hand or something like that. We'll get back into it and I'll remember eventually. I'm thinking the old school one, that's how you took care of the hands, is you just mashed them with the giant hammer. There we go. I'm so sloppy at the combat again. Can I not read that one? There we go.
Welcome back to your beloved Gallowmere. The stinking dead have risen up to dance with the lifeless living, and they want to do it over your dead body.
I mean, it may not be difficult. I gotta reteach myself the combat ins and outs. Because that's the key to combat in this game, is movement. Just keep moving and slashing. Eventually you'll overtake them.
That small light following you around is a wisp. The heroes of the Hall are not supposed to intervene in mortal affairs, but when they heard that Sir Daniel Fortescue had a shot at redemption, well, they decided to give you a hand with your depth perception. He will circle enemies, helping you direct your ranged attacks. But he'll also let you know what things might merit a closer look.
It's actually a pretty handy little wisp, especially when it comes to your ranged attacks. Ranged attacks will get a lot easier the more advanced you become. Sometimes you get javelins, other times you'll get a crossbow. There we go. Getting back into the groove. Taking down zombies.
Don't let zombies get you down. Tend those wounds by stepping into this fountain of rejuvenation.
Now these fountains of rejuvenations are really nice for restoring hit points, but they will also refill your life vials as well. Super important stuff. They finally got a hit on me. Step into the healing fountain and bam! Chaos rune. Nice. Something in here. Some money. I'll always take money.
Sometimes it may be useful to view the world from a different point of view. Be sure to take a moment from time to time to enjoy the beauty of our beloved Gallowmere. Keep your eye peeled for anything interesting.
All sorts of different things can be hidden within the maps. The maps are pretty linear and closed in though, so it's easy to pick up on where things could be hidden. And I'm not complaining. I do play plenty of open world games too, and I do enjoy them, but it's nice to go back to the classic stuff that forged the way for all of that. Ooh, zombies! Did not realize I had switched to my throwing knives. That was very detrimental to my health. That could have been a lot worse. I could have made that look a lot better too, but I won't complain. Any battle you walk away from, right?
Remember, nothing remains hidden under the gaze of an angel.
That one just kind of fell down. Right there is the chalice of souls that's getting stuff collected.
The object here is the chalice. Every time you dispatch an enemy with a soul, the chalice fills a little more. Fill the chalice and then collect it, and you will be worthy of visiting the sacred Hall of Heroes to claim a new weapon. There is a chalice to be found in every region of Gallowmere. They are all hidden or well guarded. Only a true hero will collect the full set.
Be tempting me with true hero talk? I'll do it for giggles. Here we go. Down you go. All for the sake of trophies. Oh, whole bunch of treasure. And a life vial. Always take another one of those. Okay. That's just a mushroom. Okay. Yeah, let's keep going. There we go. The chalice has been filled. So now I just gotta find my way back to the chalice. And this is the greedy goblins they were telling you about. You can buy more of the throwing daggers, which I always do. He just noms the gold. But yeah, those goblins are how you keep your ranged weaponry maxed out. They'll also sell you shields if you ever break your shields or need another shield. You got a lucky hit on me. Don't let it go to your head. Alright. They're getting some lucky hits on me, but that's okay. They'll have to get a lot of lucky hits on me if they hope to kill me. That's right. Fear my sword skills. Those little hands, though. Walking all over the place. This is where things start to get treacherous. It doesn't start with the zombies, it starts with deep water. Because you can't swim very well, and for some reason drowning can still affect you. Another copper shield, very nice.
Feel free to have a paddle in the shallow water, but don't be tempted to go for a swim. Buoyancy can be a problem for those of a dead disposition.
Which honestly makes no sense whatsoever. How do you drown when you don't have lungs? But I will be back this way again shortly. I want to make sure I do indeed grab the chalice before I leave the level. And I think I can get back to it over this way. Now that I've killed very much more than enough enemies. What's this?
The living world lies beyond these skull gates. The master of the hilltop mausoleum, the stained glass demon, has possession of the skull key.
Well, I know who I gotta go talk to first. Yeah, here we go. And there's the chalice. The Hall of Heroes awaits. Make my way on over here. Let's see, there's a gargoyle here.
Zarek awaits beyond these gates. The master meets with the demon from the mausoleum, hatching plots of purest evil. Forgotten nobodies would be wise to make themselves scarce.
I know you're talking about me, but I'm gonna go anyway. You brat bastard gargoyle. And that's the gist of it. Since you were actually killed in the first charge, and these gargoyles are aware of it, all they do is just talk mad shit to you the entire game.
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes, where the bravest warriors from history spend eternity, feasting, singing, and arm wrestling. If they think you're worthy enough, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon.
Nothing wrong with getting new toys now.
To pay homage to the heroes, stand in front of their designated statues and await spiritual guidance.
So that's how you know which one you get to talk to. Later on, you'll be able to talk to many more of them. And this one is, well, your statue. Work hard and one day you may be member of the Hall of Heroes.
Only when you are truly worthy as a hero will you be able to ascend to the higher level of this hall. When you have paid homage to all of the heroes in the lower hall, the ghostly stairs will then become solid.
And getting this stuff is actually very, very beneficial to the rest of the game. The more of these chalices you collect, the more of this cool stuff you can acquire, the more devastating you become, and it just makes the game much easier and more enjoyable experience. So for now, let's go ahead and talk to this gentleman here.
Captain Fortescue, it's me, Canny Tim. Does the battle go well?
And you could say it's going decent.
But hold, you could take my crossbow. It's got rapid fire. You can ricochet the darts off the walls to shoot around corners. I used it at the Battle of Gallowmere. After you were slain, I shot Sarah in your card. A clean kill through the eyes 1,000 yards. Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir. Oh, goodbye, sir.
And now we have the crossbow. Which the crossbow I find much more useful than the throwing knives, for sure. And it will prove very handy against the stained glass demon. And once we pay homage and we leave the leave the hall and return to Gallowmere. Where we will continue our hunt for Zarek. So we're heading to Cemetery Hill. There is indeed another chalice hidden in here somewhere, so we do want to make sure we find it before we leave. Jeez, even the intro for each one of these levels is just hilarious. More zombies in this area. Well, we haven't really made it to the living world yet, so no surprise there. There's the big bad sorcerer.
So, even from the shackles of death, my old enemy pursues me. You're too late, Fortescue. Already my army has risen from the grave. You will never leave this necropolis.
Utilizing his bad juju. You ended up letting those two statues burp boulders out, huh? That's alright. We'll find our way to them. Hooray. Hooray. Yep, we'll be back to that in a second. You and your lucky hit. Come on, open it up. There we go.
Some obstructions can be smashed down with clubs and certain other weapons. Try experimenting.
So we need to get our hands on a club. And that'll help us break through certain walls. Now, clubs are still pretty fragile. So when you get wooden clubs, you need to use them sparingly if you hope to get the maximum effort out of them. Later on, you get a warhammer, though, which does the same thing as the club, without that pesky little break apart at every couple of hits deal. Looks like all of the souls are going inside behind the stone.
Of great archaeological interest, destroy the boulder and plunder the valuable treasures within.
So this is one of those deals where we'll remember the boulder, because my sword ain't going to be able to do anything to that.
going to crush your bones if you aren't careful.
Yep.
I hope you have a good shield equipped. Remember that each hit on your shield will chip away at its durability. Better it than you, though.
You could say that. Now, there are two different types of boulders, as you saw right there. One of them travels a lot faster than the other one. So we got to try to time it just right to get the most out of each traversal. Granted, it's not as hard as they make it seem to get up there. Energy vials like that, they don't exactly give you a life vial or anything, but they do help you in the way that they recover your health. And that is a kill-all chest. You smack it, it explodes like that, everything around you dies. I completely forgot that that's what it did, so I stood there like a dummy and took a hit. Alright. I think we've done everything we can here. Now, remember that as well. Those fiery red boulders can drop down stairs. Well, crap. I did jump over that one. That sucked. Ah, crap. Getting tore up here. Woo. That's not good. Oof. Oof. Not making this look very good right now. Ah, get up there. Whew.
We have failed the master. We give our lives.
There we go. So hopefully when you go through that, you'll make that look way smoother than I did, because that was awful.
The adventurer would be wise to be thorough in the exploration of an area. Hidden locations reap great rewards.
Well, you're definitely not wrong on that, but without the club, I can't really do much. There we go, refill my other vial there. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to enter the mausoleum here and clear that level. Then we'll have to come back to this one so that we can actually collect the chalice for the Hall of Heroes. There we are, the Hilltop Mausoleum. And there's a chalice in here too, so if we can nab this one, we immediately get to go back, smash up some bad guys, collect the other one, and then we'll be able to get one Hall of Heroes right after the other. Time to fight the first big baddie.
You are entering a house of pain. Rumors abound of evil doings in the secret catacombs below this very hall.
Always with the evil stuff. But that's why I'm here. There we go. Make sure there's nothing in these holes here. There's some money. And it looks like I need to go here. And there's the item. That is the club. The glove is super handy for those scenarios right there. I'm going to keep the sword equipped so I can keep some durability to that club. It comes in very handy for certain scenarios.
Watch out for sticky-fingered imps. These thieves will strip you down to your armored undies. Rumor has it they fence their stolen wares with the merchant gargoyles.
So that's important because it lets you know if something of yours does get stolen by these guys, you can get it back. The only time that really becomes hindrance is later on in the game when you get some of the bigger magical items you can get your hands on, and then all of a sudden they get stolen and you got to find your way to a merchant gargoyle and pay ridiculous amounts of cash to get it back. So even if you do get your stuff stolen, do not be distraught. You can reclaim it. Grab this and run! Woo! And oh yeah, it collapses all the way back to the center area here. You do not want to get caught in that scenario. It is not fun. Smash some glass. And we'll be back to this ruined door here in just a moment. There's one more area here to explore. And these glass shards hurt like hell. So we want to be careful in our approach to them. Okay, I need the moon rune before I can actually go into this room. Which we need to go into this room to advance later anyways. So we will return. Get through this way real quick. What was that? Probably nothing. Just some glitter. Probably just some visual effects. But the glitter doesn't appear anywhere else, so maybe it'll be important later. There we go. Just move and jam on the attack button, man. Works every time. Doesn't work as well against boss units, but...
The stained glass demon is the master of the mausoleum. His wretched soul lies preserved inside a frozen glass heart. Shrouded in a veil of darkness beneath the mausoleum, you will find this pre-frozen menace.
Then we'll be sure to find him. Ah! My sword! Little bastard! That is mine! So yeah, basically when they do steal your stuff, you just gotta kill them before they escape. And you'll be able to reclaim your item. There's the moon rune. What's this way? Ah, and the chaos rune. I'll keep that other one right there.
The would-be phantom longs to play a new tune. He seems doomed to repeat the same cause of despair over and over.
Well, we see if we can change that. Doubling back. There we go. Now then, over here was the moon rune. There we go. Come and get me, you little goblins. The chalice can now be collected. Oh, there was gold right there. I'm sad now. Oh well. Not worth dying over. There we are. There's the chaos rune. First and foremost, though, I'm gonna go find that magician. Musician, not magician. I don't know why I said magician. His chords are just magical. Open my inventory. Give him some sheet music. Here you go, ghost. Woo! Thank you, sir. All sorts of riches, and now the Hall of Heroes awaits. Booyah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and nab this. May as well. I doubt I'll be able to get back to it before having to fight the stained glass demon. Which most of you surmised is indeed that portrait right there. That window in the wall will be the enemy I am forced to fight. But first I have to awaken him. There we go. Reform my shield here. Crack this bad boy open and get more throwing daggers. Push this guy into place here. There we go. And that'll get pushed into this icy heart. Pump some life back into this demon. Excellent. Alright, let's go get him. Here we go. Definitely one of the coolest bosses. I mean, it's a boss made out of stained glass window, man. That's awesome. His heart is the only thing that's vulnerable. Woohoo! He can do a lot more damage to me than I can to him with that attack, so best to take as many stabs at him as you can. Ooh, almost didn't dodge that. There we go. Back to the center he goes. Oh crap! Oh crap! Froze me in place. The good old leap attack. Good old reliable. Jump on him and squish him. There we go. That's all there is to it, and Stained Glass Demon is no more. And we have the Skull Key. And out the window we go. And now we return to the Hall of Heroes.
Back from the battle so soon? It must think it is a hero by now.
I got 2 chalices, Gargoyle. Calm down.
It's worthy of a place in the Hall of Heroes. See the ghostly statue of your fraudster self?
What a dick.
It has turned solid. A true hero you will be.
That is the ultimate goal, to be true hero. That way I don't make myself seem like a complete liar.
Hurrah! I knew it would take more than the army of the evil dead to throw your strides. I've something
Damn
to
right.
help you on your quest, Captain. I give it to you freely, though I have no idea what it is.
Woo, much obliged. Always willing to take more hit points. Alright. And from there we head back to the original graveyard, where we go back to that skull gate so that I can unlock it with the key. First things first though, I'm going to return to the cemetery entrance here, Cemetery Hill, so that we may get the chalice here. So let's go ahead and opt to replay this level, and I'm going to call it right here, since I don't really know how long I've been playing. But we will continue at the beginning of Cemetery Hill here, where we will hunt down the chalice so that we may re-enter the Hall of Heroes. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And if you're liking what you're seeing so far, feel free to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. And I will catch you in the next episode. Later, meatbags.